Um, Good morning. Somebody just texted me that Ken Paxton is on the run. Ken Paxton was somebody was trying to serve him, and he fled. He's running he's running from the law. He is the top law dog in Texas, and he is running from the law. According to the Texas Tribune, I'm literally broke down just outside Bowling Green, Kentucky, and uh, I'm just going to read this. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has fled his home to avoid being served with subpoena, court records say. In an affidavit, a process server said that the state's top attorney tried to evade him as he attempted to deliver a subpoena from an abortion fund lawsuit against the state. This is by Eleanor Klebanoff, September 26th. I think today's the 26th, or maybe it's the 27th, but it says it was updated 7 hours ago. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton fled his home in a truck driven by his wife, State Senator Angela Paxton. She took his position after he got Attorney General to avoid being served a subpoena Monday, according to an affidavit filed in federal court. Here's the guy that was trying to serve her, Ernesto Martin Herrera, a process server, was attempting to serve the state's top attorney general or attorney with a subpoena for a federal court hearing Tuesday in a lawsuit from nonprofits that want to help Texans pay for abortions outside of the state. Now, I'm not going to get into the abortion debate. I've talked about it on my lives in the past. That's not the point of this. The point is that Ken Paxton's running from himself. Run, Forrest, run! References, court documents detailing the process server's attempt to deliver a subpoena to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's McKinney home. Okay, you can download this. I'll have this in the description in a bit. When Herrera arrived at Paxton's home in McKinney on Monday, this thing's getting heavy. Hang on just a second. And I'm blasting y'all with some sunshine. When Herrera arrived at Paxton's home in McKinney on Monday morning, he told a woman who identified herself as Angela that he was trying to deliver legal documents to the Attorney General. She told him that Paxton was on the phone and unable to come to the door. How convenient. Herrera said that he would wait. Well done, Mr. Herrera. Well done. Nearly an hour later, he's waiting in McKinney, Texas, outside of deadbeat Ken Paxton's home for an hour. A black Chevrolet Tahoe pulled into the driveway, and 20 minutes after that, Ken Paxton exited his house. It is right there in black and white. This is a quote. I walked up to the driveway approaching Mr. Paxton and called him by his name. As soon as he saw me, he heard me call his name out. He turned and ran, in all caps, R-E-N, ran back into his house through the same door in the garage, Herrera wrote in a sworn affidavit. Angela Paxton then exited the house, got inside a Chevrolet truck in the driveway, started it, and opened the doors. Here's another quote from the affidavit. A few minutes later, I saw Mr. Paxton ran from the door inside the garage towards the rear door behind the driver's side, Herrera wrote. I approached the truck and loudly called him by his name and stated that I had court documents for him. Mr. Paxton ignored me and kept heading for the truck like the coward that he is. I added that last part. Herrera eventually placed the subpoenas on the ground near the truck and told him he was serving him with the subpoena. Both cars drove away, leaving the documents on the ground. On Twitter, the Attorney General said his sudden departure was motivated by his concern for his family's safety. Yeah, those process servers. See, Kenny, I became friends with my process server there in family court. She's served me so many times, and fortunately and unfortunately, I haven't seen her in 5 years because I won my last one because I had the balls to face up to when I was getting served papers again. But on Twitter, the Attorney General said his sudden departure was motivated by his concern for his family's safety. Quote, it's clear that the media wants to drum up another controversy involving my work as Attorney General. So they're attacking me for having the audacity to avoid a stranger lingering outside my home and showing concern about the safety and well-being of my family, he wrote in a tweet. Coward. Ken Paxton is a coward. He can't even legally own a firearm since, yes, he is not, no, he is not a convicted felon. But under Texas law, I know I'm not a lawyer, if you are involved in a fraud in a felony case in Texas, you cannot legally own a firearm as if you were a convicted felon yourself. And yes, let's get to it. Paxton has been under indictment for securities fraud for 7 years. Gee, where have y'all heard more? Let's see. That JohnCalebLeverett guy's been going on and on and on and on about this for years. Paxton has been under indictment for securities fraud for 7 years and faces a whistleblower lawsuit from former top deputies who accused him of abuse of office. Paxton has denied wrongdoing. That last part there, the whistleblower, that happened about 2 years ago, just over. If y'all recall, I had just gotten sober and I just finished my sailing ASA 101, 103, and 104 certificates down in South Texas. And I went up to Austin, and that's when it says from his faces a whistleblower lawsuit from former top deputies. Those were his own people, his own top brass. He fired like 8 or 10 of them, and they all blew the whistle, and he wound up firing the rest of them. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's like trying to press charges against them as well. I'm a little rusty on my Ken Paxton drama, but I have to go back and look. He was forced into a runoff for the Republican nomination for another term in office. This will be his third one if he wins, including for another term in office after high-profile Republicans, including former Texas Supreme Court Justice Eva Guzman and Land Commissioner George P. Bush, tried to unseat him. But Republican voters chose him over the intra-GOP challenger who criticized his legal and personal scandals in the campaign trail. He now faces Rochelle Garza in November. And by no means am I saying that just because if Michelle Garza, a Democrat, beats him, that anything whatsoever in Texas, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I am saying this little coward, Ken Paxton, you, sir, are I have no idea how much y'all could hear and all this. All right, it says I'm still connected. Yeah, froze. Hi, Khalid Muhammad. Yeah, your stream is lag, bud. Yeah, I know it. Maybe if I hold it up, it'll. How's the boat, cutie? from Kill Satan. Kill Satan. I sold my boat. I had to finance it. I'd rather not because I'm not in the financial position to do so. Leo O'Brien, hope you're doing well, man. Caleb, keep the faith. Thanks. I got to go, Caleb. All right, see Michaela. Brad Nichols just hopped on. What is he getting served for? He's being served, according to this article by the Texas Tribune, by an outfit who are trying to, since they're outlawing abortion in Texas and it's not outlawed in other states, it's to help fund women who go across state borders to get abortions. Again, I'm not getting to the abortion debate. That's not the point of this. I know that there are people. Okay, Dan, and you said you, sir, are. Oh, did it cut off? I said, you, sir, are a coward. Ken Paxton, you, sir, are a coward. A yellow-bellied coward. You've got a big, giant yellow stripe up your back. That's what I was saying. I'm getting a little off here, and I apologize for that. How long is it going to take you to get on the road again? I don't know. I am broke down. Well, I'm not completely broke down. I'm going to have to put my phone up here. I think it gets a little bit better reception. I'm in front of Chris's Auto Tech Collision Center here in it's just outside Bowling Green. It's called Cave something. Cave City, Cave Town. I'm not sure. But I left Fort Worth yesterday about 10:30 in the morning, and I drove till about midnight last night. And the car drove fine. I've not really had that really problems, but it started making this thud, and it slipped a little bit, and it was all too reminiscent of about 7 or 8 years ago, whenever I was driving my Falcon, the Millennium Falcon. I've got videos about it. That's what the kids and I called my motorhome, and the transmission went out in it. And like it would keep going and going, and it would slip a little bit, but I just kept pushing it because I had my little kids at Christmas time headed to San Antonio. And what I don't want to happen is I've only got like 400 miles to go to my destination. And what I don't want to happen is for it to crap out. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm actually headed to a job, and I can't go into details because I haven't talked to the people, and I don't know. Well, I just can't talk about it, but I'm literally headed to a job let's just say up north a little bit. And I've got a little bit, but if you want to help a poor broke activist, I do have my Cash App link in the description. If you want to chip in, it'd be very greatly appreciated. Crypto is about to pop off. It's not quite there yet. It's been going above and below 20,000 Bitcoins, and that's where, many of y'all know, if you've watched my podcast, that's where most of my money is, which is down about 95% on all my altcoins at the moment, but it's above 20,000 at the moment, and it's been down for a long time, so it's due any time to go up. But anyways, enough about me. Let's get back to deadbeat Ken Paxton fleeing. Maybe someday soon, deadbeat Ken Paxton will find himself in the position that I'm in, having gone through the crap. Maybe he'll have gone to prison. Maybe he'll have learned his lessons. Maybe he'll be out on the streets, and maybe he'll learn his lesson the hard way. So, can you say what state you're going to be in at least? I don't know. Might be general enough. I'm in Kentucky at the moment. So if you get that job, no, Florida. No, I've left Florida. I left Florida a month ago. Hayden and Blaine. Damn, happy for you though. Put in that work. Let's go. Kenny boy. Yeah. Tori. My boys, they're not babies, y'all. Yeah, I know I don't show them. That's their choice. And the last time anybody's seen my kids, as far as on my channel, I know they're all young and babies. They're grown men. Hayden can grow a woolly beard out to here. They are grown ass men. So I mean, don't don't think that I'm just abandoning a bunch of kids at home. They're grown men. They're taking care of themselves, which is what I raised them to do. I'm not raising a bunch of pussies. I'm raising men, and I know that kind of goes against the woke culture that we're facing these days. And grant and to Ken Paxton's, I guess, defense, it is partly the woke people that are attacking him, which I just really don't fucking care. I don't care that it is the people that I am fighting their culture that is attacking my own enemy. They say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's why I get along with certain Democrats and lefties, is simply because we have this in common. We cannot stand this asshole deadbeat Ken Paxton. We all it's almost 8 o'clock here. Yeah, 7:45, and they've got cars pulling in. I hope it's the mechanics. So hey, Tori, thanks for the $2, man. That helps out a lot. You have no idea. If anyone else is watching this later, I've got my Cash App link in the bottom or in the description. I'm about to get off here so I can go talk to these guys and see about getting my transmission serviced, and knock on wood, get back on the road hopefully today. But let's see. Bonnie Johnson, Ken Pax is in deep doo-doo. He's got his paycheck. Yes, ma'am, Bonnie. He most certainly is. Hello, Sharon Holloway. It's called karma. Yes. Yeah, he Ken Paxton is finally getting what I mean, you talk about an October surprise. We were literally like just a few days from October, and he's up for his third term, his second reelection, while being out on parole, or not parole, out on bail. Ken Paxton has literally been out on bail for like 7 years now, since 2015. So anyway, oh yeah, Dannon, thanks so much. Good luck with the car. Visit the shop, guys. She's got Dannon has basically she has completely designed and run everything there at the Caleb Leverett merch shop. That would help me out a lot. She's got like 100 different items that she's designed and put on various things, t-shirts and keychains, that sort of thing. There's even a jigsaw puzzle of the physique of yours truly. And yes, I just woke up. And yes, I slept in my car. That is what you get when you become a broke-ass family court activist. But I really got to go here because they're gathering around. But y'all take care. Tori, thanks again for the $2 chip in. I do appreciate it. Santa Price, you're now behind me. Yeah, I'm on Central Time at the moment. I will check in with y'all later. I just couldn't resist. Deadbeat Paxton is literally running from a process server. Deadbeat Ken Paxton, you coward. Wow. What a effing coward. All right, y'all take care. I hadn't used this laptop in so long, I forgot how to end it. Okay, there we go. Bye, y'all. Consider not hitting your cheerings. And Paxton for prison.